Hey guys, this is a call for freedom fighters. Just want to get this video in here. This video, grab your popcorn, grab whatever kind of food you got, drinks. Let's get started. Minneapolis, St. Paul bar and restaurant owners frustrated with renewed mask mandates. Well, who's not? Story of our life, right? We gotta deal with this every day. Here we go.
Mask mandates are back in both Minneapolis and St. Paul. Mayors in both cities making the move after the sharp rise in COVID-19 cases. Starting at 5 tomorrow evening, face coverings will be required in most public indoor spaces, including U.S. Bank Stadium and the Xcel Energy Center. Mask mandates are nothing new, but for some, it's one more example of here we go again.
Well, I'm glad they know. You know, I'm glad the people on here know, because they're not wearing any masks and they're not even 6 feet apart. Look it up. But yet they're telling us to wear one, right? Whatever, man.
As Fox 9's Karen Scullen explains, it's also another reminder that the pandemic is not over.
Oh, no shit. What was your first guess?
When the Winter Classic hit Minneapolis on New Year's Day, it felt like a new beginning to some bar and restaurant owners.
Classic was wonderful. It was the best thing that's happened to us in 2 years. And God bless everyone that came down here. Everyone had a great time.
But with today's announcement of a mask mandate in the city, that taste of hope is now rather bitter. Anxiety starting to climb once again.
We don't get any help from the federal government anymore. We don't get any help from the state. We don't get any...
I don't know. Sorry, guy. Sorry, what's his name? Tim, the owner? Yeah, you're not getting any help from anybody, so you might as well just do it all yourself, buddy, because trust me, you're just wasting your breath.
Help from the city. So how are we going to make it? And we're working our butts off.
Mahoney and employees
I was working my butt off in a Home Depot for the whole 2020. Busting my ass. And what they do the following year, you either get something or you get fired, right? Yes, that's how much they care about you.
are feeling pandemic stress kick in once again, but they're not alone. Mental health experts say while masks alone aren't causing stress and fatigue, it's another layer to...
No, the only thing causing stress and fatigue is the people on these television and the people giving people orders to do what they tell them to do. That's the only thing that's stressing people out and fatiguing people. It's dumb. It's the news channels. It's all this fear-mongering that's going on.
To an already stressful situation that just keeps going.
This is just an ongoing stress.
As long as the TV is plugged into the wall, it's going to continue to do this. My advice to you is to turn the TV off. Problem solved.
That none of us get a break from. And that's really what's leading to a lot of people having symptoms like irritability, fatigue, mild depression, like just not feeling up to things, not being less focused at work or with your family and loved ones.
Dr. Christensen says while some are choosing to isolate, it's exactly the opposite of what's best for your mental health.
Social creatures by nature, and so looking to people in your life, assuming you have the good fortune to have that, finding a community that you can lean on is probably the most effective thing. Suffering in isolation is how things get worse.
But with the rising COVID cases and now this mask mandate, some people may choose not to take his advice, which is worrisome for bar and restaurant owners who depend on people to gather.
It's just another step, another thing, and it's just it's wearing on us.
Now what?
Like Call for the Uprising said, it's wearing him out, it's wearing me out, it's wearing you out, it's wearing everybody out. Everyone's wore out from this. Everyone's just over it. It's been 3 years. People are just frustrated and they need a break from this, and it's just constantly drilled and mind controlled into our brains that something is going on. And you know what? It's just. It's the repetition. That's the key thing. It's the repetition. It's not even about anything else. It's about the repetition that's going on with the constant social media thing. It's about that's the repetition going on.
What isn't clear is how long these mask mandates will be in place. So with no current end date and restaurant and bars already struggling, to say that owners are frustrated is an understatement. In Minneapolis, Karen Scullin, Fox 9.
Well, that's it for me today. See you guys. Like, subscribe.